pamoja na kamati kuu ya kanisa inakuja mbele zenu ikiwa na wajibu kwamba ukumbi wetu unataka kuwekwa vitu tunaita viti. Currently we are using the plastic seats, so we want to furnish the hall with new seats that are basically displayed outside there, and you can see them on the screens. Na tunakuja kwenu nyinyi kama Wakristo, washirika, watu ambao tupo pamoja na tunajua kwamba juhudi za kujenga kanisa zinatoka moyoni mwetu, na sisi ndio wale ambao tunaweza kuzihifadhi na kuziweka hizi viti katika ukumbi wetu. The project has been long overdue. It was the other PPC that was supposed to have enacted on it, but due to the pressures that were there from COVID and all the projects that we were doing, it was entailed and it was shelved. Now comes the time we need to furnish our hall and we need to put seats. So as the executive committee and the parish priest, we come to you Christians seeking for you to adopt a chair. Tunaomba muweze kutupa viti vya kuweza kuweka katika ukumbi wetu. Currently tuna viti vya plastic ambavyo kila saa vinahamishwa na vinakuwa na lot of maintenance. So kuna namba zimewekwa pale kwenye screen ambazo tungeliomba muweze kutumia katika kucontribute. Kiti kimoja kitaenda kwa shilingi 3,800, 3,800. Tunaomba mguswe na moyo na tuweze kuwa na moyo wa kutoa, kwa sababu kutoa ni moyo wala si utajiri. It is all coming back to us. It is our church, it is our hall, so that we can be able to do it. Secondly, our normal contributions for the ADN and the parish expenses, we are supposed to raise 3.1 million that we normally do through the year. We are seeking all the leaders from the groups to come and collect the letters on Tuesday to get your allocation. Kindly, please do so on Tuesday. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon. Blessed day.
Pilgrims of Hope, together in prayer. My name is Father Wesonga Okwach Maloba, and I serve at our Mother of Good Counsel Chaplaincy, Makadara. As you have heard in the announcement, I was privileged to receive this invite from your Father in charge, Father Martin, whom we serve with at the Archdiocese CJPD department. And so I'm here for and on behalf of our chaplaincy, which was started in the year 2010. We were having only 2 schools then, St. Thomas Aquinas High School for boys and Huruma Girls, of course, for girls. Then in the same year that it was started, a new school came up, St. Anne's, that was brought on board. And also a year later, another school came up, that is St. Patrick's, Nairobi Mixed. So a total of 4,200 students are what make up our chaplaincy. As we possibly all of us are aware, some of us may have come from challenged backgrounds. If you came from a well-off background, be grateful to God. Those of our chaplaincy, around about 45% of them, around about 1,890, are from a pretty needy background. And a situation that puts them in a very awkward situation, where they have to, time and again, have to be sent home for their fees balance, and of course in the process losing out on invaluable class time. And together with the same, some have a challenge of just basic things. And we are aware because we do charities in different places and we see the kind of things that we take to those needy students. And so last year, on the 15th of October, His Grace the Archbishop Philip Anyolo inaugurated the chaplaincy under the patronage of our Mother of Good Counsel. And on the same day, he launched the initiative that brings me here. That is our Mother of Good Counsel Chaplaincy Endowment Fund. It is my hope and prayer, after having interacted with the students and just appreciating their individual background, that God will help us through yourselves and many other well-wishers to be able to set up something that will not only touch their lives, but indeed touch the lives of many other people through them, because they will not be in school forever. Our first generation was the KCSE graduates of last year. You reckon that they are already now proceeding to their university and college studies. And so the chaplaincy pretty much looks forward to serving the nation by transforming those youngsters. Contrary to what some people may believe, being Catholic-sponsored schools, we of course have mixed religion. We have the Protestants, of course, all denominations that are represented by students according to the families where they come from, and of course others are our Muslim brethren. But then when it comes to charity, you do not look at somebody's religious disposition, but the fact that they are in need. And so my humble appeal to you today, as I turn 25 myself in priesthood, I get to appreciate in a way I had not envisaged what St. Paul in his first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 22, says, that he has learned to be everything for the sake of the Lord. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined myself to be in a learning chaplaincy or environment, because my specialty is administration, but then here I am. I found myself, I was in your neighborhood here. We are neighbors at Regina Celli, journeying with them in putting up the new church and moving out immediately after it was done. Was the other side of Holy Family Githogori, did an initiative for young people. As soon as it was off the ground, moved again. Now I am with these youngsters. You may ask yourself, why would I support people that I don't even know? When it comes to charity, it is not about knowing someone. It is the generous heart touching a needy heart. And besides, you do not know, some of those youngsters may end up being wives to your sons or husbands to your daughters. And so by touching them, you are directly touching your own future. We do not know what will become of them. Some of them possibly will be religious nuns or brothers. Some of them will be priests, of course, like Aquinas has already produced quite a number. And notable among them is our Archdiocesan Judicial Vicar, who is an alumnus of St. Thomas Aquinas Boys High School. And of course, Huruma Girls has also produced somebody who is doing amazing work for vulnerable girls. And so by empowering these ones who are struggling for now, their future may be very assured, particularly in this year when we celebrate the Triple Jubilee, the first Jubilee, of course, pronounced by the Holy Father, the Jubilee Year of Prayer, under the theme Pilgrims of Hope. We join the Church ourselves today in petitioning God that He may grant him His grace and favor in his current predicament, because indisposition of health is a serious challenge to anyone, irrespective of the manner in which it comes. So we put our prayer today as Archdiocese and as Catholics the world over for the Holy Father. That same hope is a hope that would wish for every other person in their different circumstances of life. And so through your goodwill, contribution, and charity, you will restore hope to some of those students. Of course, the other jubilee that we mark this year is one for the Amesea region, and that is the Golden Jubilee for the small Christian communities. And of course, the third one that may not be known by many, but initiated again 50 years ago by Saint Pope John Paul II, is the